Now on Denver 7 News. It's a day of healing for the Boulder community. Nearly a year after the tragic shooting, the Table Mesa King Soopers is finally back open.
There is a growing backlog of pending U.S. citizenship cases. What is causing it? The impact that it could have. And a growing concern for scientists. Areas of dead trees known as ghost forests. Why they're showing up more often and the efforts to better predict where they'll appear.
And masks no longer needed when Colorado's largest school district plans to drop its mask mandate. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Jessica Porter. Well, it's been nearly a year since a gunman opened fire inside the Table Mesa King Soopers, killing 10 people. The store has been closed since that day, last March, when crews completely remodeled the entire property. But today the store is finally back open to customers. Denver 7's Russell Haythorne is live inside of the Boulder store. Russell, today is an important day for the community.
Yeah, Jessica, this community has been waiting for this moment for a long time, 11 months to be exact. As one King Soopers customer put it earlier today, this isn't just a grocery store, it's a community gathering place of sorts. We have some video to show you from earlier today. The Table Mesa King Soopers finally reopening to a lot of fanfare and mixed emotions. Just an overwhelming sense of relief for a community that has been through a lot. This shooting, then a fire, a new beginning of sorts in the face of tragedy here.
There's been a lot of grieving in our community, and I think the fact that the store is open again will give everybody a chance to regroup and celebrate the fact that our spirit is strong.
I'm still crying, very emotional. I got flowers and I put them against the wall there.
My heart is full, and everybody here, we're all a family.
This store has been completely remodeled. We went inside today. The parking lot has also been full all day. Cars coming and going. This community really rallying around this store reopening. We'll have much more for you coming up on Denver 7 News at 5 and 6. For now, we're live in Boulder. Back to you guys.
What a turnout. Thank you, Russell. And the store, as Russell mentioned, was fully renovated during its closure. Denver 7 got a behind-the-scenes look at the remodel. And some of the changes include large windows across the front and a reconfigured parking lot. Inside, there are higher ceilings and more light. It may be difficult for some customers walking back inside, but King Soopers says this store is an important piece of the community and is ready to welcome people back.
This store means so much to this community. It means so much to our associates, and from day one our associates wanted their store back, and the community continually told us that they wanted this location back. It's, if you will, a gathering place for people, and we are really excited to welcome them back.
In the west corner of the parking lot, a garden dedicated to the 10 victims will be installed in the spring. And that's not the only way they'll be remembered. After the shooting, the memorial outside the store grew with flowers, mementos, and heartfelt messages. Today, those items have been replaced with Boulder Strong signs, but they aren't completely gone. Instead, they'll be displayed at the Museum of Boulder for everyone to see and remember what happened.
Like, it's not going to get thrown away. It's not going to just disappear. Like, it will still be in the public trust and will still be available to the community to help with healing and, research in the future and any, myriad of other opportunities and purposes for it.
The Boulder Strong display at the Museum of Boulder opens in just 9 days on February 18th. Museum staff say you'll be able to see some of the items left behind at the memorial, as well as pictures taken by photographers. One of the victims was Terry Liker, a courtesy clerk, and now her life is living on thanks to a new scholarship. Terry's mom said she loved animals and her CU buffs, so the university decided to dedicate a music scholarship to her, and it's already helping students achieve their dreams.
She was an incredible person. She's, as I said, she was gracious. She was so nice. She loved the students. She loved the marching band, and she's just a beautiful person.
The Terry Liker Marching Band Scholarship is helping 2 students this year. And you can find all of our coverage on the King Soopers shooting, including today's ceremony, on thedenverchannel.com and on our free Denver 7 Plus app. Now to some breaking news. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office says it is searching for a suspect in a double murder who is considered armed and dangerous. This comes after police found 2 bodies inside of his garage. Denver 7's Ivan Rodriguez joins us live outside of the Justice Center in Castle Rock with the latest on the search. Ivan?
The man the sheriff's office says they're looking for is Casey Michael DeVol. In a press conference just moments ago, the sheriff says a person who was doing business on the property walked into the garage next to DeVol's home. Immediately after that, he called police after seeing 2 bodies in the garage. When deputies arrived, they found the body of a man and a woman. Sheriffs believe that the man may be a friend of DeVol's and the woman might be a relative. The sheriff's office also believes that the shooting may have happened early Tuesday morning or the night before.
This is a color photograph of the suspect, and I'll show you another photograph here in just a second. This is the individual that we believe is seen in a video that was taken from the property in the early morning hours 2 days ago.
There is an active warrant for DeVol's arrest. Now, sheriff says that he was last seen driving a gold Ford F-250 with the Colorado license plate of 052XPI. If this man is spotted by anyone in the community, the sheriff says that they call 911 immediately and do not approach him. Live in Douglas County, Ivan Rodriguez, Denver 7.
The World Health Organization says COVID cases are down 17% and deaths are down 7% worldwide. The country with the most COVID cases and deaths, that would be the United States. The WHO says cases in the U.S., though, are down 50%. More states and cities are lifting or getting ready to pull back on mask mandates. Pfizer will soon see how its COVID pill works on kids between the ages of 6 and 18. Right now, Paxlovid is only authorized to treat COVID for high-risk patients over the age of 12. Pfizer is expecting full FDA approval for that group later this year. Genetic modification, it's a concept that isn't new. Maybe you've heard of it before. Now imagine if doctors were able to modify human cells to become cancer killers. Well, in 2010, 2 men with a form of blood cancer agreed to be part of an experimental treatment. Now, more than a decade later, doctors are considering them cured because they stayed cancer-free. Now, the findings were just published in the journal Nature. Compared to chemotherapy, researchers say that this treatment is far less harmful and only requires 1 dose to last a lifetime.
These cells expand in patient and persist in patient, and those are critical elements of this therapy. So it's some call it a living drug because essentially that's what it is. Whereas chemotherapy, it's infused, washes out, and may actually also cause secondary malignancies. So it itself can be damaging, cause other cancers.
He says cytokine release syndrome was the only major side effect to the CAR T cells that is common for immunotherapy treatments. And cytokines are proteins in the body that signal an immune response. The modified CAR T cells rely on them to help attack a tumor. Now, sometimes the response can really just go into overdrive, causing inflammation and organ dysfunction. However, it can be managed at the hospital and usually doesn't cause long-term problems. Now, that was the case with the 2 patients in the study. Because of their success with the treatment, researchers have started additional clinical trials and infused about 50 more cancer patients with these CAR T cells.
So what we do next is see if these similar phenomena play out in other subjects.
Now, CAR T therapies have already been approved by the FDA to treat certain types of cancer. However, it is very expensive. Researchers are working to bring the cost down by engineering more effective CAR T cells. Fewer cells to modify means fewer expenses. Increasing effectiveness could also mean a shorter hospital stay following infusion. Well, it is a scam that has been around for quite some time. Mail-related check fraud. We're going to tell you how it is now going high-tech and how you can protect yourself.
And Denver Public Schools is dropping its mask mandate. Up next, when staff and students will no longer need to wear them.